1% change is better than nothing, whatever. But the idea of real transformation, I know you speak about Nasty Nine into Wolf,
Yeah.
and this podcast from Ryan Q Live, and I think about many things that I've gone through to be like, oh no, my career choice now, total transformation before whatever. So speak to the idea of transformation. I also feel like what's being left out sometimes is the toll it takes, like what you have, the habits you have to break, the people you have to let go, and the growing pains and uncomfortability through those processes. So you can speak on your experience of like what transformation is to you, what it takes for that. And sustaining as well.
I was going to say, you said that it's something that y'all was talking about, so I kind of wanted to hear your thoughts on your transformation, and then I'll...
yeah. So actually what I said to him was like, I don't really know too many people that have transformed.
Seriously?
Honestly.
You know me.
Too many people.
Oh, I'm a part of the one too.
Like I know people that, I feel like most people, not knocking anybody, most people kind of just stay the same. They stay the course, whatever, good or bad.
Yeah.
If you're a good person, good place, all right, cool, you good, and maybe no transformation is needed per se, whatever.
That's where the refinement just happens.
Right, but I know people that probably should go through some transformation, whatever, and it's like, no, from when I first met this when they now, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, it literally
bag, whatever. So
to your point though, it's literally in alignment with what I was just saying about the input has to match the outcome you want.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you really self-assess and ask yourself, what do I want? Like, am I who I want to be, or who I thought I would be, or who I feel like I should be, or am I being me, or am I doing things, or am I the person that I need to be to get the things that I want?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like a lot of the shit that we say we want is attached to a version of ourselves that we have to become in order to get that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's a mindset, right? So the transformation isn't always drastic. It's in the day-to-day that when you look up, it's not a quantum leap that has to be made.
Yeah.
It's incremental. And that was the things that I thought I could go cold turkey on certain things. Like, I'm going to just cut this shit out. Like, when I first got out the streets, it wasn't as cold turkey as I wanted it to be. I cold turkey got out, but my mind had to develop to even respect the regular way of living in a way that made me never revert back. So it was like I made the decision, because that's what it is. Transformation comes down to a decision. When I decide I'm not doing this no more, like it's like somebody say, I'm not smoking no more. Change comes from a decision. But if you indecisive about it, going back and forth, it's no real change. You're just going to be going in and out of it. But the moment you make a decision and you say, I'm no longer doing this, and you stand on it, from that day on starts the journey. So for me, when I said, all right, I know I'm not doing that no more, my journey started, but it's still a journey. So it's like I had to give myself time to develop on that journey to learn, like, this is how I learned conflict resolution. This is how I learned to become a better communicator. This is how I learned. But that's just in that area, right? Because like, you can't handle all of your issues with aggression. You can't handle every situation like this. Then it's like, all right, now I'm getting fascinated with like, all right, how can I get better? I got to become a better businessman, because these people here doing real business. Mm-hmm. You have to pay taxes on this side. You got to. Then it's like, all right, well, how can I be a better partner, right? Because like, all right, I'm getting relationships, but when you live a lifestyle and you operate on a lower vibrational side of yourself, you do things that's uncharacteristically okay, right? Because it's like, this is appropriated in this lifestyle that I'm living, and it's common. But it's like, if I want to say I want to be married, I got to do away with these type of behaviors. So the transformation, the mindset shift happened immediately. Like, I'm not doing this no more. The time frame had to take its course in order for me to be steadfast in the person that I am now, to know that I'm not that person. Like, and I'm okay with that. It's like, that don't mean now learning how to pick up things that I still need. It was like, all right, I don't really got to let that go. I just need to know how to filter this.
Mm-hmm.
But this shit right here don't serve the person that I am now to become or get where I'm trying to get to. So transformation is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to happen every night, but you can make the decision immediately. And that tell you this, let me add to this real quick. That's why, like, when I used to be like in my last 2 relationships, I'll be like, I had to learn the first relationship before my last one. It was like I was learning really what grace was. Like, damn, like, I got to actually wait for this person to become who they could potentially be. But for me, this is where I established this. I'm not going to rush your development, but I got to at least feel like you on a path towards it. Like, it's like when you think about a baby being in the stomach. It's like the baby don't got to come out in a month, right? We know that's not going to happen, right? But I need to know that it's growing inside of you. So when I think about it, it's like, I don't expect you to become this person overnight. You just healed, or you just this well-rounded person. But I want to see conscious efforts to become that. And when familiar things are presenting themselves, I want to see you react from your growth.
Input, output.
How you said what?
Input, output.
Yeah, the input-output concept. So it's like, with that being the case, it's like, that's what would make me feel like somebody be like, well, how do I know if I'm wasting my time in a relationship if somebody's not growing and development? You'll know you're wasting your time if January 1st, 2025, they said they wanted to do something, and it's January 1st, 2026, and they have not begun starting. And starting don't mean that they actually seeing incremental progress. It just means that they started. Maybe it involved them getting a gym membership, or maybe it involved them not drinking, or maybe it involved them stop playing the game so much, or maybe it involved them getting a job. It could be, as long as you see the progress. Everything after that it's just taking its course. So if I'm in a relationship or if I'm dating and I'm like, all right, I'll have grace. If I realize like, all right, this person never dealt with somebody that's emotionally intelligent. They never dealt with somebody that can communicate. I'm new to them. This is rare. Let me be patient. This is what my therapist also helped make me understand as well. Or let me be patient with it. But in my own development, I'm like, all right, but you're not even trying to get better. So this is a waste of my time. And every day that I stay beyond this time, I consciously wasted my time because I knew that it wasn't going to be that. But if I'm seeing little growth and they're like, well, what would happen if they start and then they stop? Then it's like, that's where you kind of use discernment. It's like, is they growing at a pace fast enough that when they stop, I'm okay with the delay? Or is it like they just doing it enough just to get me to feel like they doing it